The American Ballet Theatre Studio Company is coming to UNLV's Artemis W. Ham Concert Hall. ABT Studio Company is a training program for young dancers to become professional ballet dancers. Their programs feature a dynamic blend of classical favorites as well as newly commissioned works. Their performance is March 11th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets start at just $20. Get tickets now at pac.unlv.edu by calling 702-895-2787 or at the UNLV Performing Arts Center box office.
Seems like there are more food festivals than ever before, but can they all be great? Today on CityCast Las Vegas, I'm joined by Las Vegas Review-Journal food critic Jonathan Wright. Jonathan helps us figure out where we can find the best hidden treasures and great experiences on the Las Vegas food festival scene. It's Thursday, March 6th. I'm David Figler, and here's what Las Vegas is talking about. So, Jonathan, what does Las Vegas do best when it comes to food festivals?
Well, everyone wants to come to Las Vegas, and there are always tons of visitors. There's the people and the space and just the energy for food festivals in Las Vegas. And it's become a form of entertainment, along with the other forms of entertainment, that are important in the city.
Yeah, lots of options. So you think that the current trend of food festivals is appealing to the tourists coming in? Because hasn't traditionally the food festival been sort of a celebration for the locals? Do you see it shifting?
I don't know if there's a shift, but certainly just culturally in general, food tourism has been a thing for a little while now. And, I'm sure all the, tourism research shows that people look for food when they're visiting off the strip in ways that they didn't do in past decades.
Yeah, I guess that rings true to me too. If I'm in another city on vacation and I see that there's a interesting looking food festival, that definitely looks like something I would check out. Maybe not be a destination on the planning, but once I'm there, yeah, absolutely. When you go to a food festival, Jonathan, here in Las Vegas, obviously you have your own opinion about whether this was a good experience, a bad experience, if some things were really clicking and some things weren't. So I want to focus on what was clicking for you. So at the festivals that you have been to in the last year, what clicked for you? What was done particularly well?
Well, interesting food, of course. And things like street tacos and pizza are no longer, the most distinctive things. I mean, we've all been eating street tacos for 20 years now. So that's no longer the most distinctive thing at a food festival, or pizza, or things like that. That said, I love to try different foods that I might not regularly try,
Ooh, yeah.
especially at home. I love the Greek festival because, I have so many restaurants I have to visit every year. I can't always get to Greek food as much as I'd like, but I love Greek food
Mm-hmm.
and I don't cook it at home. So the Greek festival. And also, I'm not a beer drinker, but I do like to go and try beers at the festival because there isn't the commitment you feel at a brewery.
Which festival? Is there a specific beer-oriented fest that you...
There are several, actually.
Yeah.
So the Bruce Best Craft Beer Festival is March 22nd. It's returning to the Lawn at downtown Summerlin.
Mm-hmm.
And there's local and national craft breweries. It's a good event for a good cause. It benefits New Vista, which is a nonprofit that helps people with disabilities.
Yeah, I know a lot about New Vista. They're a really great outfit, and they're definitely deserving. They also have hosted wine walks in support of New Vista, too. That's kind of one of their go-to things. Yeah. Well, it's sounding to me like food festival is such a broad umbrella. There's, the cultural festivals focusing on a particular type of food, and then there are like beer ones, which are, I'm sure, the whole spectrum of beer and other alcohol. It's really interesting that there are so many different options. So what is the one that maybe above all the rest that you really look forward to every year?
Well, there's two. One is Picnic in the Alley, which is held downtown.
Mm-hmm.
That would be later this year. It's a woman-led event and all the top women chefs, mixologists, restaurateurs, culinary professionals are downtown offering food and drink.
Love it. And what was the other one?
And Vegas Unstripped, which is I've just learned the date. It's April 27th. It's again at the Palms. This event really offers the most diverse lineup of people. And the chefs are there, serving up the food. All the top dozens of top Vegas chefs come down for this.
Big variety from big name off-strip restaurants for the most part, and some strip.
Yeah, a few years ago they started, but mainly it's off-strip restaurants. And they are still getting the lineup together, but here are some of the people who are going to be there or confirmed. James Trees, he obviously needs no introduction.
Esther's Kitchen and on and on.
Yuri Sarzuski, who is one of the owners of Partage, the French restaurant in Chinatown. Steve Kessler of Aroma Latin American Cucina in Henderson, which is one of the finest off-strip restaurants in Las Vegas. Bruce Coleman, obviously of Soul Belly, he also doesn't need an introduction. John Arena, another person of Metro Pizza.
The pizza maven of our community, sure.
Yes. Vincent Poussel of Mon Ami Gabi. Mm-hmm. And Johnny Church, who now has his own company.
So all the egos assembled to impress people who are coming, and I love that about it. I've been to the last one. A friend of the podcast, Eric Gladstone, is one of the main forces behind that event, and they do just a great job. But I imagine you have a bunch of tips for going and making the most out of these food festivals. So lay it on me, some tips for food festival festiving.
Number one, find out the bag policy.
Bag policy?
Can you bring them bags or not?
Oh.
So many gatherings now in recent years prevent or don't allow bags.
Yeah.
Or bags have to be clear and no bigger than a certain size.
Oh, wow. See, this would destroy my dearly beloved grandmother, departed, who used to love going to any kind of festival, especially the food festivals, with a giant bag with tinfoil inside so she could get some stuff that,
I hear you, Grandma.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the world we live in. I mean, think of sporting events. You can't bring bags.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Some festivals, you cannot bring dogs. That's another thing. Most you cannot bring. I think that's also a health department. Many festivals, you cannot bring dogs.
Yeah. But you can bring kids to most festivals. I see them there.
To most?
To my chagrin. Yeah. Well, I would imagine the high alcohol ones are probably no-go for the little kiddies.
It's, UNL Vino is returning this year. That is not...
a place for children. Instance, that is a storied festival. Did it go away for a little bit, Jonathan? Was it gone and now it's back?
Well, it was for many decades, and then there was the pandemic.
Yeah.
And then it kind of turned into something smaller, but now it's back.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was gone a year, but now it's returning this year.
Yeah.
Some other tips: bring cash in case some vendors don't accept cards.
Interesting. Okay. And bring cards just in case some vendors don't take cash.
And in case someone only wants to do those little mobile dealios.
Yeah. You mentioned bringing white bees, especially with a barbecue forward one.
If you can bring them, yes, because food trucks or the food events never give enough napkins.
Mm-hmm.
That's a super pet peeve of mine. Maybe that's not environmentally, but anyway, I use lots of napkins. And I don't just want to be licking my fingers all the time.
Yeah. I'm a hand sani guy. I always have my little squirter bottle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's how I live my life. And I know our producer, Layla Muhammad, always makes sure to do the fried foods, if available, last. That you don't want to front end on the fried foods because you're not going to have the best experience moving forward. Fried foods are the good capper.
That brings me to my next point. Arrive early for good parking. And while the food is still fresh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey, CityCast listeners. Your local PBS station, Vegas PBS, is inviting you to join its new club for outdoor enthusiasts, Outdoor Nevada IRL. In case you didn't know, that's short for in real life. At these meetups, you'll explore destinations featured in the hit TV series Outdoor Nevada. You'll enjoy picnics in Nevada's scenic parks, Get exclusive access to expert guided tours and meet new people who love the outdoors as much as you do. And you'll be supporting public television while having all this fun. That means keeping shows like Masterpiece, Nova, Antiques Roadshow, and all the fun PBS Kids programs around for years to come. If you'd like to learn more about how to join Outdoor Nevada IRL or watch clips and episodes from the show, visit vegaspbs.org/Outdoor Nevada. That's vegaspbs.org/Outdoor Nevada.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Fred Warner, linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers. Abercrombie has the new suits you need, plus all the collared shirts to go with them. The Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit is the only suit you'll ever need for any occasion. Available in slim, classic, and athletic. Pair with a collared classic. Go with a soft, easy-to-wear sweater polo or a comfortable long-sleeve shirt. With so many different fits and fabrics, you can make a look that's completely your own. Add the Abercrombie & Fitch Collins suit and new collared shirts to every occasion this season. Shop online or in store.
What about downsides, Jonathan? Are there any real landmines or things that we should be wary of when we go to these food festivals?
Well, I think you would anywhere with food prepared. And I'm not making a comment on anyone's food, obviously. We're speaking in general. But I don't know that I would be eating ceviche in very warm weather unless I knew how it was being held. And how long it had been out.
Yeah. My significant other really loves shrimp, but not shrimp that doesn't appear to have been contained well in the outdoor space, if you know what I mean. That's a temptation that can be resisted.
Yeah. I mean, the food festival organizers, there are health department guidelines, there are permits.
Of course.
I mean, I don't think anyone typically is going to be serving something that's
going to put people at risk, but it's not a traditional kitchen setup either.
Right.
And you wonder.
I mean, I've eaten an eyeball by the road in China, okay?
God bless you, sir. You're doing the work so we don't have to.
Right. I have a very strong stomach. I eat everything, and I didn't mean to put people down who are concerned about food safety, but Americans in general, in ways that other cultures are not, are really concerned about food safety.
Interesting.
And people who put the ketchup in the refrigerator, what? No.
Yeah. We have a debate in our house about leaving the butter out.
Oh, I leave the butter out.
Yeah. Makes it softer.
Yeah, I don't like cold butter. That is a very bad thing for me. Anyway,
back to food festivals. Yeah.
Back to food festivals. I have a soupçon of patience at the best of times for waiting in lines. And I imagine many people are bummed to have to wait in long lines at food festivals, and that is a problem. I mean, organizers want to sell as many tickets as possible, or as many as they legally can have in the space, or whatever. And if it's a charity thing, you want to raise as much money as possible, and all of that is worthy and understandable. But as you say, it is a bummer when the festival is so crowded, you can't really get to anything without waiting in very long lines.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite vendor or if you see a particular restaurant or vendor represented at a food festival, it's going to be good?
Well, I don't know that I'll single out any person, but I just want to talk about styles of food. Anything I don't cook at home. And if there were an Ethiopian vendor, yes, I love injera. I would be over there eating international foods that I don't always get. I don't necessarily a good taco, even though, they're very common at food festivals, is always appreciated. I never can manage the pizza elegantly.
Who can? I mean, there should be a hidden station out of view where you have a fork and knife. And I know that's blasphemy, but sometimes that's what's called for. You just don't want to do that in public. It's not very elegant? Is that the word you used?
If it's foldable, I can handle it because I like my pizza to be foldable. If not, I have a hard time. I mean, I spill all the time.
Yeah. And I don't want people to send me letters. I don't usually eat my pizza with a fork and knife, but sometimes you get a giant piece and you got to do something.
You'll get the haters with that.
I know. That's really, it's so judgy. Well, what longtime iconic Vegas food festivals do you think people shouldn't miss this year?
Well, there's the San Gennaro Festival in the fall,
the Italian one. Yeah. Been around forever.
That's been around forever.
What do you like most about the San Gennaro Fest that you've been to?
Oh, just the music. And
the music, right? They
right?
have
And
such a good time there with the entertainment.
The happy feeling, and they have a carnival in Vegas, right? Because it's Vegas, so always bigger and better here.
Is the food good? Is the food
Yeah,
good there? Is it old school Italian American red sauce
dough.
forward?
Yeah, I don't. You're not there looking for like, oh my God, what is the latest thing in Italian cooking, right? You're not there like, although they have a lot, but it's not meant to be trendy. They've done it for decades, and it's just good, solid, Italian American things.
If it ain't broke, right?
Right.
What other festivals kind of on the iconic scale that people shouldn't miss out on this year?
This is a newer food festival, but it's in April, and it's called Foodieland Food Festival. And they present festivals around the country. So it is a little corporate, but I think they do Arizona, California, maybe Texas, Washington State. Maybe. Anyway, it's at the Motor Speedway.
Oh, okay. Big space.
And it has more than 100 vendors. And then there's about 90 like merchandise.
Oh, wow. And what's their angle? What's the shtick of the Foodieland Fest?
That they can present so many vendors because they're out on the Speedway.
So what kind of vendors are we talking about here? Stuff that people in Vegas are familiar with or not familiar with? Do you know?
It looks like there's some African food, Asian food, including lots of noodles, Korean street food, Texas barbecue, sopapillas. I love those.
Oh, so all over the place. A veritable smorgasbord.
It looks like there's some Thai, some other Southeast Asian. Oh, there's that cheese wheel pasta. Have you had that?
No, what's that?
I forget what part of Italy that's from, where they toss the pasta in a hollowed out giant wheel of Parmigiano Reggiano.
Oh, that's fun. That's visually and
also those wheels are wicked expensive.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Like a lot. So
all right. So in effect, very nice. Any other ones, new or old, that we haven't mentioned yet?
Yeah, let's just mention some things that are coming up.
Yeah, rattle it off, man.
Well, UNL Vino,
right?
May 2nd, right? We've mentioned that. Foodieland. The Great Vegas Festival of Beer at the downtown Las Vegas Event Center, April 5th. Unlimited tasting.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Bring the DD.
Yeah, well, or the Uber account. Yeah, exactly. Please do not go on those already treacherous roads, friends.
Yes. And also at Desert Breeze Event Center from March 28th to 31st, tacos and tamales.
Oh, fun. And that's a gorgeous space out there. Just Desert Breeze is beautiful.
And there's tequila tasting, cooking demonstration, lucha libre performances. Yay, that's good.
Fun. So it sounds like another hidden tip here, Jonathan, is have a way home that doesn't involve you driving if you're going to be sampling some of these alcoholic wares.
Oh, yes. I mean,
that's a given.
Whoever you can trust not to drink. I don't know many people I would trust not to drink, but
well, especially at the festivals, it's just so much fun. Like I'll be at the Greek Food Festival, and all of a sudden there's a bottle of Ouzo in my hand. How did that happen?
Oh my God!
Never
the
planned.
Ouzo Ferry put it there.
The Ouzo Ferry. I mean, I've been going to food festivals forever. Back when they used to be like in the hotels. So the original Greek Food Festival. Now it's on the grounds of the St. John Orthodox. Yeah, it's on the beautiful grounds of St. John the Baptist Greek Orthodox Church, but it used to be over at the event center at the Sahara Hotel when I was a kid, and it was just very homey. You would get all the grandmas and the aunties were back there cooking the food, and I think that tradition stays with the Greek Food Festival, and that's always fun. You get that little extra dash of love that doesn't really show up on recipes, but it winds up really nice in your mouth and your belly. So, Jonathan, I guess that brings me to the last question. Is there a type of food festival that we haven't seen in Vegas yet? And what would you like to see done here?
Well, I am always up for noodles and dumplings. So, the Asian Food Festival, of course, really addresses that. But it would be lovely if we had a food festival, only noodles and dumplings from around the world.
That sounds delicious.
All the cultures that noodles and dumplings, which is
every culture has its own variation on the theme. That would be so much fun.
One of the best dishes I ever ate at a food festival, it wasn't in Vegas, it was in Portland, another great city, was pelmeni in the Uzbeki style in a bowl of broth. I can taste it now. It was one of the best things I ever ate in my whole life.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, Portland definitely has a food scene. Their food truck scene was pretty epic for a really long time. It was fun to just go up there and just randomly check out new places.
I guess people would like a dessert festival too.
dessert fest.
I'm not much of a sweet tooth, but tons of people would just love a dessert fest.
Oh my God, that'd be so amazing. And you could probably pair it with some nice like port wine or something like that. But like places like Reiku Sweets that are no longer with us, unfortunately, where they really made an event out of bringing you and making you your dessert. That sort of thing always has appealed to me, and I would love to see that in the festival. Another one I'm going to throw out there into the universe, a deli food festival. I want to see the best smoked meats and all the kind of things that you find in authentic delis around the country and innovations.
My goodness, that's a contentious subject.
It's a totally contentious subject. And
people always have strong opinions about Jewish deli food.
Right,
or deli food in general.
Deli food in general, which I think would make a fantastic festival. Oh man, did you go check out that guy's pastrami cured lox? Oh, it was the bomb. I want to go to that festival.
Oh yeah, I'm up for that. I love lox and bagels.
Well, there you go. So, Jonathan, I think we got $1 million idea. We just need some backers. Thank you so much for coming on CityCast Las Vegas and giving us the lowdown on the big food festival scene.
Yes, thank you. Always good to come.
And that's all for today here on CityCast Las Vegas. If you enjoyed the show, go tell a friend. You could rate our show as well. Give us the little stars, leave us a review, and subscribe to our morning newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Till then, stay lucky.